By the clack-smack cracking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. I don't remember seeing you on the guest list for the dinner party. We're having a rap party for the misfits about 40 years late. Cast and crew only, boss. Maybe I'm in your head. Uh-oh. You might have picked up one of those psychoses so common to new kindred. We are talking, but you aren't listening, boss. Maybe I'm a ghost. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you just stumbled down here. What I need to know is why you're here. I'm over here, boss. Wait, maybe I'm over here. Or maybe I'm behind you with a hatchet in my hand. Or did you ever stop to think that your fear, if given a voice, would sound like this? I don't know, boss. You tell me. After all, I didn't crash your party. You don't say. Wake up, boss. Who do you think you're dealing with? Why else would LaCroix send you on this snipe hunt? Oh, that's right. I know you work for the prince. You should have got here sooner. That lot's been sold. I like to discuss business face to face. Are you sure, boss? You don't want my image in your subconscious. It's the stuff nightmares are made of. Careful what's behind you, boss. Who? What? You don't recognize me from the pictures? Gorgeous Gary Golden? Don't tell me you missed Pirate Town or Tap Hotel. A little before your time, eh, boss? Well, those days are long past. Nowadays, it's just Gary. Where did it go? That thing seems to get around more than Mae West. Why, might I ask, should I give you that information? Oh, my hero. Had it not been for that damn Shamisi, you'd still be searching under rocks for us. It was hardly a favor, but I know where your prince's prize is. There's very little that doesn't leak down into this place. Tell me, boss, you ever gone up against a Kuei Jin? The Kuei Jin are vampires, but not like kindred. Sometimes known as the vampires of the East. But they ain't kin, boss. They're just someone else that, if you ain't being careful, might give you the final death. Even for old Gary, there ain't much more to tell. You see, I sent an agent, Barabbas, to snoop around Chinatown, do a little hacking, make a few contacts. But he hasn't been calling lately, and it's breaking my heart. Welcome to Undeath, boss. Aided a hoot. You up for a little trip to Chinatown? You're in no danger there. Me? Best you don't mention my name there, boss. That's the going rate for my info right now. You get our chum back from Chinatown, I'll give you what you need. The Golden Temple in Chinatown. It's a piss-poor copy of a real place. Looks like it'd be more at home in a theme park. That I saw is where you'll find the leader of the L.A. Kuei Jin. They call her Ming Zhao. Sounds dangerous? No, this ain't a suicide mission, boss. You'll be more of a curiosity than a threat. Talk to Zhao, ask her where my boy is, and get him back. Once he's safe, I'll tell you everything you need to know about the sarcophagus. Not that I know of. It's like the eye of the hurricane right now. Don't make those winds blow, boss. Use your head and your eyes. Chinatown's more liable to off you than 10 Hollywoods, but not if you're smart. Forget it, boss. It's Chinatown. Of course. What kind of a monster do you take me for? There is a method to my madness, boss. There's a payphone in Chinatown. I'll call you with the info once Barabbas is safe. Until then, you'll never know where I am.
Cover of Glamourella this month. I mean, just look at her. Too fat, big teeth, and her complexion. Does she wash her face with a cheese grater? I mean, like anyone ever knew who Tawny Sessions was before I left the scene, she'd still be a fluff girl at Vivisection, making $10 a stiffy if I was still around. Ugh. Tawny Sessions is a wannabe face girl with no talent whatsoever and scabby little knees. Do you know she got Model of the Year? Before I got here, she would have had a hard time making the catalog for Jacques Penet. Oh, right. You probably don't recognize me with this whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing I've got going on here. My name is Amalia. Before this neat little makeover, I used to be a model. I was all over the place. TV, magazines, billboards. I mean, I was hot. Super hot. And I knew it, which is why Gary decided to invite me into his freaky little family. Spare me your head shrink bullshit. You've got no idea what I'm going through here. I mean, I can't sit here and let the world think she's better than me. I've got to do something. What did you say? Nobody talks that way to me. I'm Amalia. Do you hear me? Amalia! Sure, whatever. Nosferatu have a sixth sense of humor. Sometimes they feel that their victims, namely moi in this particular case, have an overabundance of vanity and need to be taught an important life lesson. Well, I had just won Guy Magazine's The Most Ridiculously Hot Chick in the Known Universe Award. And when I came home after the ceremony, lo and behold, Gary was sitting there on my couch with a martini in his hand. You fill in the blanks. Yeah, the lesson is life is a cold-hearted bitch, so now I get to be one, too. You get that? You need to write it down? I don't want to kill her. That's too quick and painless. I want to ruin her name in the business for good. I want to dig up something on her that smells so bad even the tabloids will think twice about printing it. Gary says that everyone has to lay low until this thing with the prince cools down. Until then, I'm stuck here watching the whole world kiss Tawny's big fat ass. I have some wireless cameras that I need you to set up in her apartment. One in her bedroom, one in her bathroom, and one in her kitchen. I'm sure you'll see good places to hide them once you're there. Once the cameras are in place, you'll need to hook them up to the network. Log into her computer using the password Cleopatra. From there, you'll be able to activate the cameras. Look, I'll definitely make it worth your while if you do it right. But listen, I don't want her dead. I want her to suffer. Get in and get out without her knowing about it. Understand? You will? Great. Here are the cameras. She lives in Hollywood, an apartment building right across from the Lucky Star Motel. I had someone here dig up a spare key to her apartment for me. Take that, too. Sure, whatever.
Oh, you did not just try and run a trace on me. All right, take it back. Oh yeah, I hope you backed up that server tonight. Boss is gonna be real pissed when his mom starts getting love letters from porn sites. What? Oh yeah, hold on a sec. Oh my God, are you kidding me? What are you using for security down there at Trash 80? Guys, it's called encryption. This is too easy. I'd let you off the hook, but stupidity always brings out the asshole in me. All right, yeah. Just 1 minute. No, nothing to worry about. Just a harmless email. Not a self-replicating embedded virus or anything. Wow. You really opened it. I can't believe you just opened it. What kind of a freaking idiot just opens it? What? Oh yeah, sorry. The name's Mitnick. I'm in charge of computer systems, network security, that kind of thing. You're the new kid, right? The crazy boy. Surprised you actually made it down here. I've been following your progress on the cameras. Handled yourself pretty well with all of the creepy crawlers and the sewers. Like a bad sequel to Chad up there. Nothing I could do from here. Those old sewer systems are wired with punch cards and vacuum tubes, built back in the technological dark ages. Sorry, but I don't do analog, newbie. Go ahead. What, the Warrens? Not much to tell. Just a bunch of us living down here, trying to stay off the radar. It ain't pretty, but it's home. Gary's the big man on campus. He's running the show. There's more of us than you'd think. They're around. But you won't see too many of the brood down here. But they'll be watching you. Go ahead. Me? Like I said, I'm the resident tech head. Keep this place wired to the outside world. Gary wants me to keep it close on the street, and at the same time, I'm supposed to be upgrading the network. Nothing. Forget about it. Like I said, just some network stuff. I'm trying to add a few more network hubs in the city so we're covered in case of emergency. But Gary doesn't want anyone leaving until this whole thing with LaCroix blows over. Which basically leaves my freaking cheese hanging in the wind. Yeah, you do that? Man, that would really help me out. I could hook you up along the way, make it worth your while. I got access to all kinds of goodies. I need a little time to set things up. Technical details. I'll send an email to your haven and tell you what needs to be done. That's all you need to know for now. Me? Before all this, I was a hacker. Good one, too. There wasn't a system I couldn't crack. Telcos, DOD, you name it. One time, I emailed the president all the nuclear missile activation codes. And the FBI was shitting their pants. But one day I ran across the system. Totally dark. Unbelievable security. I fried 3 laptops trying to bust it. I worked on it for months. Didn't sleep much at all. I'd almost given up. But I caught a lucky break one night and finally broke in. It was, Nosferatu database. Not even a really important one either. Which was probably the only reason I cracked it. I dug around for a while, got totally freaked out, and I unplugged. 2 hours later, guess who shows up at my door? Gary. And voila, here I am. Are you kidding? I love this shit. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna win any beauty contests, but I wasn't too good looking before anyway. Now I get all the cool new toys, plus I just happen to get to live forever. Not a bad deal if you ask me. Go ahead.
Is someone there? Evening. Evening. Exceptional. Come by in a little while. I should have something for you then. Evening. Evening. Here. And thanks again for your help earlier. And remember what I told you about LaCroix. You're good, kid. He doesn't deserve you. Evening. Evening. Certainly. There is something, but it involves a gargoyle. I can see that's got your attention. It's taken up residence in my beloved Asian theater. It is closed now, but that's beside the point. I sent some people to evict it, and it sent them back with a few less limbs. I can't have that monster attacking kindred in my city. It's a walking block of stone with a taste for blood. I'd suggest whatever method doesn't result in you being eviscerated. In truth, I'd rather have it as an ally, but I doubt it's going to be chatty. Here's the key for the theater. I'll leave it up to you. Certainly. The Nosferatu? I pity them, but I loathe their presence. I deal with them when it's necessary. I know they're beneath my city somewhere, but only they know where. They respect my streets, and I keep my politics out of their sewers. But I don't trust them by any stretch of the word. Certainly. In your lifetime, unwittingly or not, you have seen an Isaac Abrams production. As the financier of 30% of American film's top 100 movies, you must have. Being the Baron of Hollywood, I can do any project I want. I make exemplary, not excremental films. Unless you're the most spectacular actor I've never heard of, your look would be a tough sell. But don't take it too hard. Once you're dead, there's no such thing as good publicity. Stewart, Lean, Hitchcock, Wilder, Holden, Dean, Scorsese, De Niro, and last but not least, Ash, my child. I remember some studio suit lost in time telling me the only thing they could use Bogart for was to move furniture. Ash, where do I begin? 7 years ago, I saw a casting session for what would become Negative Zero. The moment I set eyes on him, the passion of his performance, I knew he had it. I hadn't seen anything like him since Clift or Dean. He had the looks, the charisma, allure, that undefinable quality that makes a film legend. My first movie with him made him a sensation, and it also changed him. Once everyone knew who he was, I no longer did. The parties, the drinking, the sports cars, the women. One night when I came to discuss his next role, I found him nearly dead of an overdose, and I couldn't let him go. I didn't. I acted on impulse. I'd seen so many others die before their time, but with Ash, I had a chance to prevent that fate. It devastated Ash. He still wanted to act, but I denied him his place in the limelight. He had to lie to his friends about his new lifestyle. He had to feed. I gave him a club, a scrap of his former glory. I did everything I could to facilitate the change. He feels obligated to me. I don't think he hates me. Resents me, maybe. I am his sire, and he is my child, and there is a responsibility and respect inherent in that bond, even if we are no longer the friends we were. He spends nearly all of his nights in his club, the Asp Hole. I admit it, too old-fashioned to appreciate it. To me, it's the compressed essence of everything that's wrong with the film industry today. Certainly.
Deb's back, and she's got a fresh cup of coffee ready to take it into the AM. In case you didn't know it, you're tuned into the Deb.
This isn't going to turn out to be ironic,
I'm your
is
lovely
it?
hostess.
You're not like
Feel
a
free
serial
to
killer, are
fantasize
you?
About me all you want, but please don't send any more drawings.
Always. You
The
should
lines are all full, so why don't I provide some relief?
Hola.
Line 3, you're speaking to me.
Sup, Deb?
And what have you been up to tonight, caller? Wink, wink.
I'm getting I messed up, Deb. Woo!
What's... the occasion?
Where to?
I'm sorry there, but Mr. LaCroix, he told me not to let anybody up right now. He sounded kind of PO'd. Must be all the late nights he's working. Anyhow, I can't let you go see him right now. Sorry. Mr. LaCroix was real specific. Maybe if you come back later, he'll calm down. He seems to be all tore up about that sarcophagus that got stolen from a museum. Must be a real history lover.
My man, what is up?
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. Gargoyles? Why are you asking about gargoyles? What can I tell you about them? A gargoyle, put simply, is a creature that was created to protect the Tremere clan in the early years of our existence. They are very powerful and not to be trifled with. Yes, we used our extensive knowledge of blood magics to create a race of protectors. They served that purpose well, but they have also caused many problems. It's a complicated issue. Well, many gargoyles still serve their Tremere masters, but a number of them have since rebelled and gone into hiding. They are a sentient race, but ultimately unfit for the freedom they desire. They need the guidance of their former masters. Yes, I know something of gargoyles, and of this gargoyle in particular. I had hoped that he would meet his final death, but it seems my creation still lives to torment me. Yes, many years ago I created this gargoyle to protect the Chantry from our enemies. He was a faithful servant, and saved my life more than once. Unfortunately, he became increasingly upset about his role as my protector, and wished to be set free. I refused to do so. Finally, he stole away into the night, and I haven't seen him since. Isaac Abrams. His disrespect for the Camarilla is surpassed only by his hatred of LaCroix. If he finds out, it will be a source of great embarrassment for the clan and the Camarilla. He cannot learn that this gargoyle was my creation. Do you understand? Ah, I see that you've learned well. Despite the indiscretions of your sire, you are proving to be an asset for the clan. I commend and thank you, neonate. Here, take this. It is an ancient ward that may help you in your battle with the gargoyle. You need only carry it on your person to enjoy its protection. Good luck, young one. When you succeed in destroying the gargoyle, return, and I will give you an appropriate reward.
flesh from your bones. Talk, no. Always kindred are talking, scheming, hurting others with their lies. Monsters you all, abominations, a curse upon the earth. Strauss, the demon who made me, enslaved me, turned my flesh to stone, bound me in blood to his black heart. I will bow no more to your kind, demon. What is this? Another devilish trick? Am I to trade one chain for another? Bow to Abrams now, instead of my old master? Never! Soulless monsters, always wanting more power, more slaves. I should kill you now and be done with it. Camarilla. What means this, Camarilla? He fights against his own kind. The Tremere. Hate them above all your kind, I do. Secrecy and sorcery, betrayal and blood magic. Damned to hell are all of you, but the Tremere most of all. What? Your veins flow with Tremere blood? Die, betrayer!
Evening. I admit, I thought you'd come back here with a stone foot lodged in your backside, but I'm glad to see you've proved otherwise. You've got a lot of promise. It's a shame you're still working full-time for the wrong side. I'd like to hope so. Well, if you'll excuse me.
Where to?
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course. You did. That's quite an accomplishment for one so young, neonate, and with discretion as well. Again, you impress me. Yes, indeed. You have more than proven yourself, and I have spoken of you to my lord. He and I both agree that you would be a great asset to the clan. It means that you are welcome to join the Chantry as an apprentice. As a result, you will live here in a room of your own and enjoy the luxury and privacy it affords you. Do you accept this honor, neonate? I knew that I was right about you. Welcome to the pyramid, my apprentice. Your things have already been moved from your haven in Santa Monica. They are upstairs waiting for you. I am also aware of your ghoul. She is a questionable distraction in my opinion, but she will be welcome here.
I'm so glad you're back. I've been waiting forever. I've been kind of nervous. I can't feel you inside my veins anymore. I just need a little more, please. Master, just a few drops. Oh, thank you. Amazing. I feel so much better. Like I'm the most important person in the world. Next to you, of course.
Persian Gulf when they disappeared off of radars. A transcript of a final radio exchange between the pilots mentioned wind conditions picking up and skies becoming so thick with sand that the sun was being blocked. Shortly after this exchange, there was a garbled shout by the co-pilot and finally radio silence. Military officials have dispatched several units to the area to search for the crew and the missing aircraft. The names of the pilots are being withheld until their status can be confirmed. The Southland slasher struck again, this time in downtown Los Angeles. The body of Sean Milton, a former convict that was recently released for good behavior, was found butchered, similarly to the other victims of the serial killer. Police believe there may be a connection between Milton's prison past and the slasher. We'll have a full report on this story later tonight. Professor Anders Johansson, the archaeologist...